Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll just be giving you one tip, yes, just one tip to help you through art block. And if you're not sure what art block is, it's just basically when an artist feels like unmotivated to draw and lacks creativity. So are you ready for my one tip? Okay, so all you have to do is draw like you don't care. And as you can see, I'm currently drawing my sketch with a marker, so who cares if I mess up, right? I'm just drawing a base for now, just trying to figure out where everything's going to be. But go ahead and grab like a colored pencil, a crayon, anything really, and just draw without even thinking about it. Honestly, when I was starting this, I just started off with the head and I'm like, okay, I'll just draw a girl and probably another person next to her. But really, you can always look for references on Pinterest, which is also the first place I like to go whenever I have art block. Pinterest is great for helping you become more creative and just looking for a bunch of stuff that can inspire you to draw. Another way to help you through art block can be drawing some of your favorite anime characters or just any characters that you like in general. I feel like this can even be very fun if you have a very specific style of drawing, so it'd be really cool to draw your favorite characters in your own style. As for me, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that my style is very inconsistent, so it can be kind of annoying, but regardless, drawing your favorite characters can be a lot of fun. So back to the drawing, I'm finishing up the sketch of the guy I plan on drawing next to the girl. And so here I'm just planning out where the eyes are gonna be. And then I think that's pretty much it for this base. And then I also want to start on their chibis as well. I'm gonna draw the girl first right here. I'm gonna draw her little hands like this and then start on the head. Gonna shape out the ears a little bit, and then probably she's gonna wear a dress or something. So next up, I'm gonna start drawing the next chibi character over here. Just gonna shape out the head a little bit, and then probably gonna give him like a t-shirt and then maybe some shorts later on. I'm just gonna shape out the head a little more and draw the ears out. And then after that, we're just gonna make the hands a little bit visible just so we know what it's gonna look like. So that's gonna be the end of our sketch. I think our drawing is gonna turn out pretty good with this base. But now we're just gonna move on to outlining, and I'm still using markers. So now I'm just gonna use this micron pen to help me outline everything. So I probably should have drawn the clothes first and then the shoulders, but who cares? I'm just gonna go ahead and give her like a tank top. If you find yourself messing up like I just did right now, just try your best to work around your mistakes. So next we're going to start on her eyes. Just gonna outline where the eyes are gonna be right here where we drew it on the base. And we're just gonna make these lines pretty thick and just overline like so. Once we're done with that, we're gonna start shaping out the eye. And then I am drawing in multiple layers, as you can see. It's not just one line that I'm doing. And this is just how I like to draw the eyes, just to make them look really thick. And then just shaping out the eyes a bit more, making the corners a little sharp. And then we're just gonna draw the rest of the eyelashes and then the eyelid on top, like so. We're gonna draw 2 circles on the same corner of each eye, and then we're gonna draw a little U shape like so, and then we're just gonna color in the rest, and we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Finish off the rest of the face now, just drawing the mouth and the nose. They're just a few little dots and lines. So now we're moving on to the hair, just drawing these strokes and connecting them on the ends like so. And I always like to start with the bangs, and then I just work my way around the hair. So then I like to draw a few strands going up like so, and then we're just gonna work our way around for the rest of the hair, just drawing long strokes like so. And keep in mind, we're following the base we drew earlier with the marker, so that's a lot of help as well. So that finishes off the first drawing of the girl. Moving on to this one, we're gonna start with the eyes, and just like we did before, we're just making them thicker and just re-outlining it like so to shape out the eyes. Just gonna continue drawing the rest of the eye, starting off with the circles like so, and then we're just gonna finish off the bottom of the eye, and then we're just gonna shape out the rest, gonna make the corners a little more sharp. And then now we're just going to finish off this style of eyes. Just draw the 2 circles in the corner like so, draw the little U shape on the bottom, and then just fill in everything else like so. Then next I'm just gonna draw the eyelids, just a simple line like so, and then next is the eyebrows. So starting with the bangs for the hair, just gonna work our way around the forehead like so. And then after that, we're just gonna draw a few strands going up like that, and then gonna work our way around like that. And then after that, we're gonna draw a few hairs just a little bit behind his ears, just like that. Next, we're just gonna finish off by drawing their little chibi characters. I'm just following the outline that we did earlier with the marker. And we're just gonna draw the shirt and then the shorts and then the little feet. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a little chibi character. So we're just gonna do that. And then the hands. And so now we're just gonna do the face and the hair. So chibi character faces are pretty simple, but they look cute. So we're just gonna have him smiling and add some blush. And so for the hair, real quickly, just doing the bangs and then the top, just like that. So next, we're gonna do the girl's little chibi character. We're drawing the hands like this. I don't know what I was thinking, but it looks cute. So we're just following the base that we did earlier. And then we're just gonna draw her little dress like that. And let's move on to the little feet. They look cute like that. And then I'm just gonna move on to the eyes. We're gonna make them a little thick. She's basically just smiling. And then the lashes, just one. And then the mouth is gonna be a little heart shape. I think it looks cute like that. And then just add some blush. Just gonna shape out the head a little more and then draw a neck for her. And then we're just gonna move on to the bangs like that, the side bangs. And that's pretty much the end of our drawing. I think it turned out pretty good. We're just gonna go back in with the same marker we used earlier to just color in a few things and just make it look a bit more cleaner. So we're basically just adding shadows, and then especially around the hand that I drew on the girl, it looks a little messy with the base, but it's not as noticeable now that we're coloring in most of the drawing, adding shadows like this. And then we're just gonna color in the hair. Pretty simple, just like that. And then leaving the white areas as highlights like so. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope some of my tips will help you the next time you have art block. Here is our final drawing. I think it turned out pretty good. So this is it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.